random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Nags back here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. We got the 24-25 Upper Deck Flagship mixer here. This is number one, pick your team. Kind of a fun mixer here. A little year-end review, a little mini one. We got 3 Series 1, 3 Series 2, and then 3 of the new released extended series. So let's go ahead. Let's waste no time. Let's get started. Be sure to drop in and say hello. How's it going, Casey? Casey looking for his Kings. Casey, why are you, I guess I've never asked this, why are you a Kings fan? What brought you to the Kings, if I may ask? Just curious is all. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. UD Canvas, black and white, Quinton Byfield. There's Young Guns, Canvas, Akil Thomas there. Look at that, Kings right off the bat. There's Cutter. Nice one there for the Ducks. Outburst, Cole Caulfield. Brad Marchand on the retro. I'm going to make a sleeve up pile of like those. There is Gage there for the Lightning. Canvas, Slavkovsky. Young gun is Colin Graff for the Sharks. Ovechkin on the checkpoint. Kind of cool card. And then ever since then, you've just been hooked, or what? TJ Yoshi. There's Ethan Del Mastro, Blackhawks Young Gun. TJ Yoshi on the cracked ice. There is Marat. Marat there for the Minnesota Wild. I will get all the Young Guns top loaded too after the break. That's kind of cool. Little black Dazzler. I guess it's just the regular blue. Well, we'll take that. A little second year Connor Bedard Dazzlers. Zach Hyman canvas. Matt Stajan. Brennan Othman there for the Rangers. That'll do it for our first box of Series 1. We'll just kind of go in order. We'll do a Series 1, Series 2 extended, and then run through it a couple more times. Gotcha. So Amel's to blame. I thought there was a little more reasoning behind it. Oh, those are both kings. Look at that. You get a canvas Young Gun and the black and white canvas. Look at that. Does hockey, does the Stanley Cup start tonight or is that tomorrow? I know it's either, I think it's tonight or tomorrow, right? I know it's coming up. And then I think basketball starts Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Box 2, or Series 2 canvas. There's Saros Retro. Cameron Butler, Young Gun there. Blue Jackets. UD canvas, Alex Newhook. Welcome aboard, Ole Zellweger. Brian Holland, or Halloween. Dazzlers is Jesper Wallstad, Minnesota Wild. Andrei Svechnikov there. Logan Morrison there, Kraken. UD canvas is Petriangelo. Outburst, Mark Stone there, Golden Knights. Phil Kemp, Oilers. Jet Lachenko for the Flyers there, canvas Young Gun. There's Nikita Kucherov, retro. I think those are called something like that. Maybe retro's not the right name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Samuel Hosick. There's Macklin Celebrini, welcome aboard. Fluorescent there, those are cool. Fluorescent red is Maxim. And then Jet Luchenko there on the Young Gun. Gonna wrap up our first Series 2 box. Alright, time for our first box of the new release Extended. Stuff's been really good. Extended was really good last year as well. I like all the different rookie inserts and stuff you can get in Extended. Mitchkoff there. Canvas Logan Cooley. Logan Malik's draft day. There's Mitchkoff on the Future Impact. UD Canvas is just in there for the stars on the Canvas Young Gun. Stars going to Osmoon. Samuel Hellness. Outburst is Elvis. Absolutely love these cards. The Oracles. There's exclusive Ryan McLeod out of 250 there. Sabres. Brandon Oathman draft day. Sabres going to Dun 1. Nolan Allen, Alexander Barkov on the Encore, Alec Martinez canvas. Young Gun is Jacob Dobes, Mark Scheifele, Dazzler. Callum, Jack Hughes on the Oracles. Young Gun, Fedor. Bedard on the Beehive. There is Cutter. Tyler Toffoli, UD Canvas there. And black and white is Oliver Ekman-Larsson for the Maple Leafs. Then we got Rutger on the draft day. And that'll be our first trip through the order. 2 more trips. 2 more trips we got. Back to Series 1 now. Hudson was a Series 1, right? Was he the biggest name in Series 1? You have like Hudson and Stankoven, right? I think Hudson was Series 1. And Series 2 was Celebrini and Mitch Koff. And then extended is Will Smith. The Red Wings goalie's a good one, too. But if you are not familiar, today we are running the Tuesday Progressive Credit. This break is not part of that. This and the soccer break are not part of that. It'll say Progressive Credit in front of it. But what that is the more breaks you get in today is the more break credit you will get back. So if you get into all sticks Progressive breaks, you will get $100 in break credit back. So almost half your money back just in break credit, just for getting in the breaks today. There is Bobrovsky, Lennon, Slegert, Young Gun there, Blackhawks. So yeah, hop into some breaks this afternoon. Get that, build up that break credit and chase some big cards. And clear cut is Nick Schmaltz. Nick Schmaltz. Coyotes. The Coyotes on the clear cut. And then we got Sam Colangelo. Colangelo. Ducks. Put that up there with the cutter. There is Bradley Nadine. Jonathan Huberdine. Outburst. And pop count is going to be Rope Hints out of 500. There for the Stars, Jack St. Ivan. Dazzlers is Patty Kane. Canvas is Pasternak. I like those pop count cards. I think those are cool inserts. There's a Ansi Kopitar for the Kings. Graham Clark, Devils. Connor McDavid on the canvas. Young gun, there's Sam Colangelo. Ducks. Canvas, Lucas Raymond. There is Nugent Hopkins. And then Luca Del Bells. What a name. Luca Del Bells. I'll do it for our second Series 1 box. It's not going to do me any good, Bizzle. I don't have time. We've just learned to face it here that I'll never know them. And that's why we like it. That's why we like me ripping hockey and soccer, because you never know what you're going to get. I don't have time to sit down and watch hockey. If I have some downtime, I might flip it on, but it's not like on my to-do list. And it's not that I'm not excited for the Stanley Cup. I think it's great. It's not at the top of my list. I got so much stuff going on. I mean, playoff hockey's awesome too. I love playoff hockey. I don't know. Finding the time to sit down for 2.5, 3 hours to watch the game is just hard for me. And that's all sporting events. About all I really watch is Packers on Sundays. Like, that's the thing that I'll etch some time out for. Alexander Canvas. There's Erasmus Anderson, Outburst, Nolan Allen, Blackhawks, Celebrini, welcome aboard. Canvas there is Gene. I think those are the retired guys are shorter printed, if I remember correctly. Vasilevsky, Lightning. Ethan Cardwell. That's not the shark we're looking for in this one. Brad Marchand, the Rat for the Bruins on the black and white. Vasily, young gun there, Hurricanes. Do you watch a lot of hockey, Bizzle? And it's nothing against hockey. Hockey's a great sport. William Nylander. Brandon Bussy. UD Canvas, Kopitar, that's a cool card. Hockey's your main sport? Very cool. There we go. Finally, a little Mitchkoff action there for the Flyers. The Flyers. Flyers going to T Savior. Yeah, I grew up playing hockey with all my friends. I never played like on a team, but I mean I grew up playing with a bunch of hockey players like outside and even indoors. But I never played as a sport. Exclusive there out of 250 is Artemi. Dazzlers, John Tavares, Jason Robertson retro young gun there. Like I grew up playing hockey with all my friends. Max Emilian. It's an interesting way to spell that one. Won't even say his name. There's a lot of people that resent that guy. Oh yeah, for sure. My neighbors put up a hockey rink too, and she's actually she's really good. She's in 5th grade this year, girl, and she's a goalie, and she plays with all the boys teams. The Rat, that's right. The Rat. But she's a really good goalie. She plays with all the boys, and I'll go over there sometimes and shoot pucks on her. They always said, yeah, whenever she's outside, come on over, put your skates on. Put your skates on. She's always wants somebody to practice shooting on her. Yeah, she's a good goalie though. 5th grade. Like all the girls teams want her to play, all the boys, like goalies are hard to come by these days. Who wants puck shot at them like that? Yeah, my cousins. My cousin's kid is the goalie for Andover, the city I live in, and they lost round 1 of the state tournament this year. But yeah, his son is My cousin's son's the goalie, starting goalie for them. There's Zach Dean out of 499. We got Justin there for the Stars. Mitch Koff on the prospects. Sean Monin. Dylan Holloway canvas. There's Mitch Koff silver skates. Mitch Koff on the draft day. Nice. That's a cool one for the Sharks. Will Smith outburst draft day. We want the real young gun though. Yeah, Minnesota hockey's it's big. It's a big deal. It's a big deal around here. The state hockey tournament. There's Celebrini on the pros and prospects. It's a big deal around here. Out of 250 exclusive is Anthony Duclair. There's Helgen Grands. Yeah, high school hockey is a big deal in Minnesota for sure. Like we always, I don't do it anymore, but we used to go every year to the high school tournament and just spend the weekend down there. Brennan Othman. There's Tyler Toffoli, Dazzlers. Mitch Koff. Samuel Helenius. Frank Nazar. There's Kachuk. Canvas is Morgan Frost. And clear cut is J.J. Mosser. And then young gun is Eric Portillo. Yeah, they sell out the Excel every year. All right, one of each left. Big time discounts on that soccer break as well. And then we got, looks like 18 left in football for the first leg of the progressive. And then we got Bowman. We got Topps baseball. We have a $29 hockey random, basketball, and then Stars and Stripes baseball there. I love that product. Absolutely love Stars and Stripes. That's the product you hop into and stash it in your closet until you hear their name called on draft day, because then it's like their only autos, their only cards, and they shoot up in value. You'd be surprised what some of those Stars and Stripes cards can go for when they get drafted. Everyone wants that first card before they can wait until they're in the real uniform. Kucherov canvas. Liam Ogren, Minnesota Wild. Canvas Ryan Reeves. That's kind of cool. Young Guns there. Tim Thomas. James Malatesta. Ruslan Islanders. Jamie Benn. Jason Poland, Avalanche. Dazzlers, Brock Faber. Backlund on the canvas. Retro there is Roman Josi, Brendan Brisson, Golden Knights. Brad Marchand. James Malatesta. That'll do it for Series 1. Yeah. I mean, you really don't even have to follow it. You just basically, when the MLB draft is going on, you basically just pop those cards out, look at the top 50 guys, see if you have any of those names match your guys, and put it on the market. I sold one the other day for I sold a patch auto out of that product the other day for like $50. A dude I never heard of. Sold for like $50. Some of those guys have a pretty good following, because if you're say you're an Auburn fan or something, and the kid plays for Auburn, and now he's in a USA jersey, some people really like those cards. And then you still have the Paul Skeens chase and PJ Morlando. You got all those guys, a lot of former USA, and then you got the Kaboom chase as well, which is awesome. Hitting a Kaboom of a top draft pick, pretty awesome cards right there. Pretty awesome cards. Canvas is Ratinen. Outburst, John Tavares. Hey, there we go. There's something. Young Guns teammates Celebrini and Will Smith. Sharks to B. Metzer. Let's find the true Young Gun now this time. And the canvas. There's Jack Thompson. It's not the Shark we're looking for. Tage Thompson. Declan Carly. Or Carlisle. And Patrick Koch, Utah. The Utah Hockey Club going to J Bull on the clear-cut Young Gun. Always cool getting those. Nolan Allen, Young Gun there. Blackhawks. Batherson, Shesterkin, Mitchkoff. There's Nikita, Avalanche. UD canvas is Joel Eriksson Ek. Isaac Poulter. Dazzlers, Vince Dunn. Retro, Elias Pettersson. And Ivan. See, I can name that. I know that guy's name. Ivan. Nailed it. It's going to bring us down to one extended series box left. If they were all named Ivan, I'd be really good at this. Mitchkoff there on the speckle. Put that in there. Interesting choice. Unless he changed his name. Alright, last box here. Appreciate everyone getting this one full. Like I said, check out that progressive, guys. Like I said, the more breaks you get in, the more break credit you will get back. So, I mean, it's a great deal. I want to say if you get into all the breaks, it's like $200, a little over $200. And then you're going to automatically get $100 of break credit back. So there's almost half your money back, plus all the hits, plus all the cards, plus all the entertainment. You know, you get to hang out with me all day. That pack did not want to open. All right, last box. Ooh, we do have a red outburst in here out of 25. Max Sasson Jet there, Dazzlers. Jet again. Love those Oracle cards. Beehive, or Denton. Blue Jackets there on the Young Gun. Almost missed that one. Wyatt Johnson, there's Tyson Kozak, Sabres. Kevin Hayes, Canvas. Connor Geeky, Retro Outburst, Alex Nedeljkovic. Something like that. All right, we got Red Outburst coming up. There's Celebrini on the rookie reflections. Nikita Grebnikin, Maple Leafs there. And it is out of 25. That's pretty sweet. Jonathan Quick. Man, these cards look good. Jonathan Quick and the Rangers going to Rudder Terry. That's awesome. Love the red outbursts. They really pop. Maverick Bork. Larkin on the canvas. Macklin Celebrini on the Future Impact. I always got to change my sight line and try to figure out where the name of the player is on all these. Lane Hudson. There's Chase Bradley, Young Gun, Avalanche. Mitchkoff on the Encore. Will Smith, Canvas Gutzel. And that is going to do it. Appreciate everyone, as always, for getting this one filled up. Sasson, there's Denton, Tyson, Chase Bradley, Declan Carlisle, Nikita, Isaac Poulter, Ivan, Nolan Allen, Liam Ogren, James Malatesta, Russelin, Jason Poland, Brendan Brisson, and then James Malatesta. Justin, Helgen Grands, Samuel Helness. Sure. Eric Portillo, Nolan Allen, Ethan Cardwell, Vasily, Brandon Bussin, Maximilian, Landon. That's such a strange spelling. Maksy million. Landon Slaggart, Bradley Nadine, Jack St. Ivan, Graham Clark, Sam Colangelo, Luca Del Bell Bells, Jacob Dobes, Fedor, Samuel Helness, Cameron Butler, Brian Hollonen, Phil Kemp, Samuel Hozak, Jet Luchenko, Logan Morrison, Gage Goncalves, Colin Graff, Ethan Del Mastro, Brendan Othman, and then Marat. All those will get top loaded. Alpers, Alex, John Tavares, Rasmus Anderson, Jonathan Huberdine, Elvis, Mark Stone, and then Cole Caulfield. Clear cut, JJ Moser, pop count, Ro Pintz, and then Nick Schmaltz. We got Ryan McLeod, Zach Dean. I mean, you can't even read the blue. Anthony Duclair, and then we got Artemi Panarin. Those were the deluxe there. Young Gun Canvas, Nikita, Brad Marchand, black and white, Connor Bedard Dazzlers, and Justin on the canvas. Black and white, Oliver Ekman Larson. We got clear cut there, Patrick Koch. Jonathan Quick on the red outburst out of 25. How about the Young Gun teammates there? Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith. Will Smith on the outburst. And then Jack Thompson, Young Gun canvas. Sam Colangelo, Young Gun canvas. And then Cutter Guthrie on the Young Gun. Quentin Byfield, black and white. And then Akil Thomas. And then Money Mid hit of the break going to the Flyers. We got Speckle Mitchkoff, welcome aboard. Jet Luchenko, canvas, and then Mitchkoff on the Young Gun. I appreciate everyone as always. Like I said, check out the remaining breaks. Check out that progressive if you want to get into a couple. So if you get into one break, it's no break credit. If you get into 2 breaks, you get $10. 3 breaks is $25, 4 is $50, 5 is $75, and if you get into all 6 of the progressive breaks today, you will get $100 back. I mean, it's a great deal. Plus, you get to spend all afternoon with me. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just keep on rolling. Appreciate everyone as always, and I'll see you.